You are absolutely right, and I was one. Um, I've made videos on here talking about that very thing, and how when I went no contact with her and released her is when I realized that that was a trait that I had picked up. And on top of picking that trait up, I also picked up the need to be a perfectionist, amongst other things. And it manifested in other areas, like other relationships, like romantic relationships, friendships, familiar relationships, et cetera, et cetera. And I realized that in a lot of my previous relationships, I felt like I had to earn love. I felt like I had to perform per se to be loved because of her. Like nothing I ever did was good enough for her. I could be straight A's, and she would not be impressed. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm not surprised." That would be her response to a lot of stuff. "Oh, I'm not surprised." Um, if I did slack, let's say that I got maybe a B. Oh, well, you could do better than that. I own a few businesses, and I'll never forget, I had started an online shoe store, and I was super excited about it. I had a friend that owned a boutique, and I was telling her that that was something that I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to get started. And so she went to this expo or whatever, and she ended up grabbing some information from me. And she sent me the information and was like, "This is how you get started. You already have your sales permit, yada, yada, yada." I was super excited, right? So I remember telling my mom, like, "Oh, Fancy shot me the connect for the shoe store. Like, I'm so excited." And she was like, "Oh, so I guess I'm going to have to hear about this for the next few weeks." So nothing I ever did was enough. Anything that I did was criticized. I actually have a video in the queue. I didn't post it yet, but I have a video in the queue talking about the fact that whenever I hear negative thoughts in my head, I hear them in her voice. So, like for instance, I have a lot of piercings. Piercings are my thing. I have a lot of tattoos. Tattoos are my thing. She's always had an issue with them. Now, most Gen X parents, that's normal. So, but it's the way that she expresses her disdain for things. It's the way that she disagrees. It has to be disrespectful. It has to be aggressive. It has to be, you know, uh, it has to be rude. It has to be degrading. And so, because of that, it took me a very long time to realize that not only was I accepting that same treatment from people around me because she made it normal, right? Yes, those things hurt my feelings. But what I would do is I would gaslight myself because she would always tell me how sensitive I was. So I would gaslight myself anytime my feelings was hurt and be like, "Oh, maybe I'm just being too sensitive." Um, People pleasing. I heard a long time ago that a lot of us think that it's a personality trait when actually it's not a personality trait, it's a survival tactic or a trauma response. And it definitely, when I think back to it, it definitely comes from her. Because the minute that I released that woman, the minute that I was able to like just say, "You know what, a relationship with her does not serve me. I need to leave her alone." The minute that I did that for myself, I'm telling you, it's like the veil, fell off. It's like the veil went away. And I saw everything from a clearer space, like everything. It made me reevaluate every single relationship. Not to mention, like, certain romantic relationships. I'm in these toxic relationships, and it took me until maybe this year to realize that all of those relationships are manifestations of